trying to figure out what it was about. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am doing a very short recap of the books that I read in May. It's a very short list. If you've watched my other videos, I have been so exhausted. I have 2 physical books, 2 audiobooks. I'll start with the physical books. If you've been following my journey, I read The Situationship by M. Wilson. This one is about frenemies who enter into a situationship because relationships just are not going well for them. They just want to really just have a friends with benefits situation. Our female main character is about to become a lawyer. She's finishing law school. And then there's Heath, who is like exercise science, physical therapy type professional, had an injury while playing soccer, is close friends with Tegan's brother, who was in a car accident. He was left paralyzed, so he just became passionate about the profession. They are in a circle of rich friends, all guys. Tegan is the only girl in the group. Their friends are kind of assholes. Just putting that out there. Their friends are assholes, but they've grown up together since they were little. They enter into this situationship, and I won't say anything else because there are some plot twists and things. A very spicy book. I rate it a 4.5 stars because there was a lot of substance to it, a lot of family background, a lot of friendship background, deep topics, also a lot of spice between Heath and Tegan. They're very cute together, but there is a lot of banter and a lot of hate because it's not really they supposedly hate each other, but you can also tell that there is a lot of love there. I highly recommend this book. Along those same lines, I guess this was my banter month. Along those same lines, I read Twisted Hate. I did some of it audio, some of it physical. If you're into the Twisted series, Ava from book 1, this is her brother, Josh, and her best friend, Jules. And they, again, supposedly hate each other, but there's a lot of love there. The banter is bantering, but there's love behind it. It seems very hateful at first. As you can start to see, there is an attraction there between Jules and Josh. Not to spoil the Twisted series, but Josh has family and friend situations going on. He's also in his residency as a doctor. Jules, her past is kind of rough, but she got herself out of it. Her family dynamics were very awful. And somehow her and Josh come together kind of in a situationship. Twisted Hate and Situationship are so similar, and I am just now making that connection. If you like frenemies to lovers, these are the books for you. Please pick these up. I gave Twisted Hate 3.5 stars, mainly because the other 2 stories were so good. They weren't my favorite couple, but I do love them. It just, they did not top Ava and Alex and Reese and Bridget. You'll see in a June TBR that I'm going to finally get to Twisted Lies, and that is Stella and Christian, and I cannot wait to get to it. Oh, I was reading Twisted Hate, and if you saw my last video, picked up on Dante Russo. They just kept talking about him and found out he is the MMC and King of Rap. So I will definitely be reading that book. I did get it for my birthday. By the way, my friend took me on a Barnes and Noble challenge, but at Books a Million. I'll insert the clip because I did post it as a short. I'll insert it up here somewhere. And it was so cute. She like gave me 5 minutes to shop. I knew where everything was. So I was like, just do 2 minutes. And I got 3 books. That was really fun. And one of them was King of Wrath. So I will be continuing my Anna Huang journey. Onto my audiobooks. I listened to Divine Rivals again. I'm not even going to rate it. It's 5 stars. If I recommend any book to you, please at least listen to Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. It is so cute. If you're looking to get into fantasy, there's not a lot of world building. It is about the war between 2 gods and the towns that are in the middle of it, I guess. There's soldiers fighting on either side of it. So it's Dacre and Enva. You meet Iris, who is a writer at a local newspaper in Oath, the town that she lives in, and she has a rival who is Roman. They are up for the same promotion. Roman is well off, so his family has money. Iris does not. It's just her and her mom. Her brother is off fighting for Enba. She has not heard from him since he left. She writes him a letter on her typewriter and gets a letter back magically, but it's not from her brother. It's from someone else, and she doesn't know who that other person is. The typewriters are magical. It's less about the gods and more about Roman and Iris and their relationship together as rivals and co-workers. Roman is my everything. Roman is my Roman Empire. He is just so cute, so adorable. His words are beautiful. Rebecca wrote him as an amazing writer, which just speaks to her writing. Such a beautiful story. I cry when I read it because it's so beautiful. It's just beautifully written. I cannot recommend it enough. I will probably listen to it again next year. I will read this book every year. Whether it's audio or physical, I will consume this book every year, hands down. I also listened to Collided by Lauren Asher. It is the second book in the Dirty Air series. The first one is Throttled. This one is about Sophie. She is the daughter of the owner. He owns a Formula One team, and Sophie is his daughter. She has an encounter in the very beginning of the book 3 years ago with a Formula One driver on an opposing team. They meet when she goes on tour with her dad for the Formula One season. She has essentially a bucket list, but for sex, because she's hasn't really experienced a lot in college. He is determined now to help her with that list. She fights it. It is kind of grumpy sunshine, I would say. He has lost someone very important in his life, so he is guarded in a way because he's protecting himself from loss. There is some deep subjects in here, but also a very adorable love story. Since this video is so short, we're gonna wrap the May wrap up into a June TBR. So we're just gonna roll right into now what I'm going to read in June. We're first going to start off with the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, Good Girl, Bad Blood. I only have about 2 hours left on it because I am listening to it via audio. I highly recommend listening to it via audio because there is a podcast element. There are so many different voice actors in it. It feels like you're watching a documentary or actually listening to Pip's podcast. If you are familiar with the series, Pip solved a really huge double murder in the first book. She reaches out to Ravi, who is Sal's brother. Sal was accused of murdering his girlfriend. And at first, Ravi is like, no, please leave us alone. And they end up forming a connection in the first book because she is trying to prove his brother's innocence. The second book is now about the podcast she made about all the things that she did and the trial for some of the people accused of committing crimes in the first book, and she's following that trial. In the meantime, her friend Connor reaches out to her and says, my brother is missing and the police will do nothing about it. Can we utilize your platform and your investigating skills to figure out what happened to him? They are on this wild journey to figure out where Jamie is. I am not to a point where I know where Jamie is and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. There's a lot of social media investigating. She gets a lot of personal tips like, I took a video on Snapchat the day he went missing and he's in the background. So she's following the clues and it is such a fun ride, but also there's some sad elements to it. It's kind of heavy, but also there's some fun elements to it. I don't know what Holly Jackson is putting in these books because I am addicted. I already put a reserve on the third book because I know I'm going to want to go right into it. It looks like there's a couple weeks wait, but it's fine. I have so many other books that I need to listen to. I am also going to be listening to Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I really enjoy Ali Hazelwood's writing. I know that they are about swimmers in college, and I think they also enter into a situationship. I do not know much about the book. I guess I could have looked it up, but maybe it's best if we all go into it blindly if we haven't read it yet. I just know that it is spicy. It's a thick book, and I'm hearing a lot of good things about it, so I am excited to get into that one. I will also be listening to Wrecked, which is book 3 in the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher, another Formula One driver. It is about Jax, I believe. I didn't look it up. I am not the type of person to look up to read what things are about before I read them. I'm just like, I am in this series and I am just going to hit play and see who it's about, what it's about, and we'll just go on that journey. It is about Jax, though, I do know that. We'll see who he connects with and what their situation is. But either way, this series is so fun. I highly recommend it. It's a different type of sports romance. I'm usually into hockey romances. I am really excited, loving reading about another sport, and it's an exciting sport. Like, they're getting into car wrecks, they're racing each other, there's a lot of rivals, they all are going against each other because it's like NASCAR. It's just fun and I'm excited. I will also be listening to, you guys, I wish I could drum roll right now. If you watched my spiciest audiobooks I've ever listened to, then you've heard me talk about the Blindfold Club series. I finally have access to the last two books in the series. I just so happened to do a search like, how can I listen to the last two books? And they were available at one of my libraries on Libby. I will be listening to both of those. I can listen to those in a day. Like, I can do one a day because they're so fast paced. A lot of spice. The Blindfold Club series is about a club that also is a sex club, and the people are blindfolded. Finish the first three books. The next book is Three Sweet Nothings, I believe. It is about Ruby and Kyle. I do not know Ruby or Kyle. They are not in the other books. I don't remember them if they are. Kyle is a lawyer who is helping Julius and Peyton, who now run the Blindfold Club. We know Julius and Peyton. It's more of a friend of series, but it is a dom submissive relationship. I did look into it because I'm like, who are these about? I need to know. Three guilty pleasures. This one is about Tara. I've been waiting for Tara's story. She is sprinkled throughout the entire series, hooking up with the different couples. She is like a sales associate at the Blindfold Club. So someone comes in, the girl is blindfolded, and she does the negotiation. Like, this girl is worth XYZ. She does the back and forth negotiating to make sure that the girls get the best price, because the girls get a huge chunk of the money and then the club only takes like a little percentage of it. I am excited for Tara to find love. It's book 6. She's sprinkled throughout the other 5 books, at least the first 4. And I am excited. She just seems like such a good character. I don't know. I really like her and I'm excited to get to her story. I will also be listening to The Fine Print, which is another Lauren Asher book. This series is about like a Disney World, like a big Disney World type theme park. Someone who owns one and then an employee. The female main character gave some bad feedback about the theme park, I guess, and the owner of the theme park has now hired her, and I'm assuming there's probably age gap, boss employee romance going on. And I'm assuming it's going to be spicy because her other books are spicy. I'm excited. Lauren Asher is gearing up to be one of my favorites because I know it's going to be cute. I know it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be spicy. She's a go-to for me now. Now let's get into my physical TBR. So the books I'm going to try to read. And if you listen to my May TBR, then you know some of these were on that one, but we're going to try. We're going to try to do it again. Swift and Saddled. I'm going to start with this one. It's short, it's quick, it's cute. I know I'm going to love it. This one is about Weston, one of the brothers from the Rebel Blue Ranch, and his employee who comes from San Francisco, Ada, to do some design work on his properties. I believe they hook up in the beginning and then she goes to work and she's like, oh my God, that's the guy I hooked up with last night. So I don't know. Sounds like it's going to be fun. You guys, I've been trying to read this for over a year. This one is about Sabrina and Tucker. I believe this is a pregnancy trope, which I haven't read yet. I haven't read a pregnancy trope yet. I know people hate them, but I don't hate it. I don't think I will hate it. I just want to continue the series because the show, they just casted the show. I want to get into it. I love Al Kennedy. I love the deal. I love the score. I just need to get through the goal and the legacy so I can just mark the series complete. I know I'm going to like it. I don't know what's taking. I have to focus. This is a me thing, you guys. I have to focus. Twisted Lies. My most anticipated Twisted series book. It's a big one, okay? It is thick. I want to learn about Stella. Christian is like the billionaires of billionaires or millionaires of millionaires. I don't know what he is. He owns the security firm that Reese from book 2 works at, and he knows a lot of people. He helped out Jules in book 3. Stella is brown, which I love. If you have been here, then you know I love a brown character because I like to see myself in the books, okay? And she is an influencer. Christian gave Jules and Stella a huge deal to live in a beautiful apartment that he owns. In book 3, Jules owes Christian a favor. And I'm thinking that favor is like a date with Stella or something like that. I don't know. Or like to help him get with Stella. Because I think Stella is why Christian gave them that fat deal on the apartment. I cannot wait to get to the story. I just know I'm going to love Christian. I just know it. I know I'm going to love Stella. I need to just buckle down. I sound like a boomer. I need to just buckle down and read these books because I know I'm going to love them. I just have to stay off my phone. Last but not least, we're going to do Beach Read by Emily Henry. I got this really beautiful copy. I don't know what it's about. August Everett is an acclaimed author of literary fiction. January Andrews writes best-selling romance. When she pens a happily ever after, he kills off the entire cast. They're polar opposites. In fact, the only thing they have in common is that for the next 3 months, they're living in neighboring beach houses, broke and bogged down with writer's block. Oh my God. I didn't know this was about writers. It's almost like forced proximity. Oh my God. I'm excited about this. I didn't know what this is about. I just bought it because it was cute. And I've read other Emily Henry books and everybody loves this one. Everybody talks about how much they love this one. But they're authors with writer's block. They're going to inspire each other. I love it. I love it. That is it for my May wrap up, my June TBR. Let's see if I can stick to the June TBR. I know I will do the audiobooks. That is a given. I can eat up an audiobook in a day. It's just about my physical TBR. I have to challenge myself to read more. It's going to be nice outside. I need to go outside, read my books, focus, put the phone away. And I will definitely be giving updates on Goodreads, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Follow me on all those platforms to follow my reading in real time. Let me know if there's a book you think I should read in July based on the books that I am reading now. I love a good romance. I love a mystery. I love a thriller. I love spice. Let me know if you have any good recommendations, and I'll see you in the next video.